Good tidings, friends.
There's no rainbow option. Hot pink.
I hate everything that Ven has ever done ever, but this is news to no one. And why he is still disowned.
It's not the right shade of pink. It's not the right shade of pink either. Which one of these is Marluxia?
Maybe none of them are Marluxia.
It's upsetting.
Let's just mute that. There we go.
I'm gonna do this one.
Alrighty. Well, welcome back, guys. We're finally making our way to the Badlands. But there is still much left of game. There's many game remaining.
It's supposed to be red. And there, it is fuchsia. I don't understand.
Oh, I understand. It's like the Heron K2X, where it has a multiply filter based on the base, thing.
Okay, well, I found Marluxia. Sort of.
I hate
It's
you.
good enough.
Oh,
no, I have to save it.
I'm sorry, Adonis. I'm sorry. What's the name of the guy in the Vine? Well, I'm sorry, you're Demix, because he's who gets put in that Vine in every KH Vine compilation I've ever seen. Hi, I'm Jared. I'm 19 and I've never fucking learned how to read.
That would be the one.
I said something Erika's cosplay, and I'm sorry for sharing this on stream, but you're the one who brought it up, and they responded with Erika's from Homestuck, and like it happened while my phone was not on my person because I was doing the thumbnail for this episode, and I come back like 15 minutes later, and I'm like, and to like a slew of the dawning realization of how badly that they realized their mistake. So
Bright green.
it was a truly beautiful exchange. But yes, we near the end of the game, and in actuality we have, because that's what Ben and I were talking earlier about, like, oh, we'll get to things, and I was like, well, first we have to fight a bunch of fucking Heartless, and then we have to fight a bunch of fucking, and then we have to do necromancy, and then we have to fight a bunch of fucking liches, and then we have to fight a bunch of fucking Heartless again, and then we have to fight literally every member of the organization, and then you fight Xehanort, and somewhere in there is the Demon Tide. I forgot that one. So let's get ready for finish it before the basement or bust. Oh god. Adonis calling for long stream, finish it before. I mean, between two, because we'll have some stopping points. We'll probably get through the liches.
We still have next week, don't we?
Yeah. I just don't know how many. Next week exists. I think I'm overestimating how long it's gonna take to fight literally every member of Organization 13. I feel like that takes less time than I think it does.
Very much.
Because like, there's a part of me that internally recognizes that we have to fight like KH1 Riku boss fight bullshit, which is like ingrained as this took me a month as a child. It's just ingrained as the worst boss. What?
Oh, I went the red way instead of the green way.
Well, this is what you get for not following the left wall.
Oh no, I went right. Whoa. Hi there.
I have to find a boss in this place to get Ultima Weapon? Ugh. Anyway, so we might get through the liches, although whoever named that Heartless, I don't think understands what liches actually are or how they work.
So it goes along with the same naming convention of everything else.
That's fair. Wow, that was some shade thrown. No mercy for Xehanort today, apparently.
Nope. Or Vexen, or Alias, or any of the others. Where in Kingdom Hearts' name am
I? I hate this area.
I can't see. Okay, well, we'll shoot that first. Because it's there. Wait,
fucking.
which direction am I facing?
It probably was censored because Reaper might have been too intense for.
What?
It was
Why?
either censored because Reaper was too intense for Disney, or they couldn't use the word Reaper because impending Chewie references. If you hit it too hard, it U-turns.
I realize this. I'm not hitting it too hard. Because it also does that if you do certain other things. Like, it's fine, don't worry about it.
Okay. I'm worrying a little bit about it.
This is gonna be the entire stream.
So
It's me turning backwards.
We'll get through then friend with some tea. We'll get to maybe through the liches, assuming we can get out of this hellscape.
We're letting the man drive. This feels like a mistake. Where am I going?
I honestly, I have no idea.
I'm getting really tired of that. How do you turn the thing off?
Off?
Yeah, how do you turn the boosters off? How do you stop
you toggle
driving?
them with L1 and L. You're hitting boosters instead of you.
Yeah, no, I'm hitting this to turn it on. And then it turns around,
That's
and it
because you're not
causes
su-
problems.
That's because
It needs to
the-
stop doing that.
But
What did I just say?
that's not the actual turn it on
I
button.
realize that.
That's the turn it on button. The
I
button
know.
you're pressing is the U-turn button.
Well, it needs to not exist. Nobody wants to U-turn.
That's a false statement. But
Helps nobody. By
I
which I,
feel
mean
like
Zedness.
there it is. There it is. But
I could go the green way.
I feel like you've gone back to the beginning.
Oh, I absolutely have. I have no idea where I am. This is literally the waypoint I started at.
Cool. I had so many things to talk about, and especially after being gone for a week. And now I can think of none of them. We
I'm
officially got our Animazement email, so we will officially be at Animazement. They were those got sent out a little later than they normally were. And our tentative.
Turn off. How do you turn off? Thank you.
I think there's a separate brake button.
See, the problem is, it never stops. These are not designed to be able to.
But our tentative time slot was 9:30 to 11:30 on Friday night, which is generally good for us. Hopefully it's good for everyone else too.
Why can we not go straight down? Like, this is
Because-
not designed to let me go straight down, and that's what's causing problems. I can dodge everything else, just not the walls. But anyway, Friday night.
Friday night.
Ooh.
Yeah, I hate everything about this. I'm sorry.
This
There
is
it
Star
is.
Wars.
Pretty much. Oh, I had some non-Kingdom Hearts related things because they just dropped the Final Fantasy VII remake trailer. It's not even a proper trailer. It was basically the trailer for the trailer that's going to come out in E3. It was just raw gameplay footage. I mean, not raw, but like pretty. Not a lot of the edited cinematic trailer type stuff. And it looks great. I'm excited. I want to know what's wrong with Tifa, because I noticed.
Is it a dead end?
No, it's some bullshit.
I don't want it.
It sounds like the Final Fantasy XII boss fight music, and it confuses me so
Oh, is
much.
this the spaceship? Is this the spaceship
I
we
d-
didn't get?
No, I fought that spaceship. I don't think that's a spaceship that I have to
No,
beat first.
I mean the Xehanort spaceship.
Oh! No, it's definitely a gummy ship. You can see little gummy heartless blocks.
I realize.
They're adorable.
What am I shooting with?
Everything.
I got a new weapon on, and I haven't used it yet, so I apparently have homing lasers. Very nice.
They are nice. But no. The 7 trailer, I noticed that Tifa's name was in the party roster in multiple of the combat scenes, but like she didn't show up on screen, and I was like, is something wrong with Tifa's character? Like, did they break Tifa? Like, what happened here? So I thought that was funny. How does this gummy ship taste?
Like grape.
I mean, well, there's a lot of bright green also.
Oh, is it a green apple ship?
Honestly, its coloring, it has the same color scheme as a Monster energy drink product. Oh, Organization 13, sponsored by Monster. But how long
Oh,
did it take?
I finally took damage. I was like, am I just immune to damage here? Oh.
Yeah, but you, like, it barely dented anything because of your horrible, horrible monstrosity.
Oh no, I'm just really good at total.
No, like, I mean, it didn't do as much damage.
Oh,
like,
well,
it did,
that's
like, it did, like, anhole damage.
Yeah,
of
because
your
I have so much HP, because I just have line piece. Look at my beautiful creation. I love it.
I hate, no.
I love it. It's
No.
the best thing in
No.
existence. Look, I got an A.
No! Look,
Game
do
knows
you
what's
see
what.
that? Do you see that? He's judging you. He is staring right at you.
Look at
The
this
noodle.
place.
Judging you.
No, he likes my ship too.
No.
Here it is.
What a good boy. For those unaware,
At this beautiful.
no. No.
I'm using the wrong ship. Where's my flag?
Ha!
Oh, come
Ha!
on. I selected the right ship. That's dumb.
Just go to your shitty graveyard.
No, I want my right ship.
You're so cute. For those unaware, I have a pet snake named Orochimaru because I'm very
Let's
classy.
see.
And he is also judging Ventus. I'm just saying.
What Keyblade is that? This one here. What is that?
That's the first form of missing ache?
No,
No?
we don't know what that is.
It's one of the ones from Days, which is not a good sign given the last Keyblade from Days was missing ache. I know it's one of the ones from Days. If it's
Okay, because I was like, I don't remember ever seeing that silhouette.
the ones from Days are all really weird. In honor of the Final Fantasy VII trailer, this is my official announcement that we at no point on this stream are going to be sensitive of Final Fantasy VII spoilers because it is a game that has been out for 25 years and frankly, I knew about things when I played 7 and it didn't ruin my experience. In fact, it almost made it more upsetting because I was still crying even though I knew it was going to happen. the story of the game does not need to rely on spoilers. Plus, there are plenty of things that are not the big things people want to talk about that people won't be aware of.
It's time. The Keyblade Graveyard.
Worst friend.
Ahead.
Worst friend. And I preface that
Someone's coming.
because of the upcoming shitpost I'm going to make, which is also something I apparently failed to make at the appropriate time before, according to Ven. How I didn't make this joke earlier, I don't know, but I mean, of course Kyrie died. She's in a pink dress.
Legend has it that darkness once covered the world.
Only once.
We know so
Just the
little
one
about
time.
Just the one
Keyblade
time.
War. Only that it
That was
just
one
the
time.
beginning. If ruin brings about creation, what then would another Keyblade War bring?
Shawarma.
When the darkness
What?
falls,
What?
will we be found worthy
What?
of the precious
I don't know.
souls
What?
the legend speaks of?
I'm being ridiculous.
Or
Hello.
will all of creation be instead returned to the shadows? Today we will recreate the legend and see.
How long did you guys practice this? Like,
You know that they had rehearsal.
they absolutely did.
Like,
all that time I was stuck in the gummy ship where you
But
just
first,
They were
practicing this.
practicing.
your light shines far too
like
brightly.
Ansem coming out with that scientific
It
method.
must be extinguished.
Why are Ansem's
in order for
eyebrows
the
like so
truth
much
to be
smaller than
seen.
Zemnis's?
Like
Like they're like half
stop.
the length.
It's because he has better eyebrow game than Zemnis. Like he knows how to tweeze. Like
Only when your hopes have been
Can you
broken
imagine
by
getting
battle
Benitez
upon
to sit
battle,
through
can the
this
key be
rehearsal?
claimed
What did they
to
bribe him
Kingdom
with?
Hearts?
And break you.
He's
You,
so
they
tiny.
teleported out, but
It has been etched.
no, because wait a minute, because it was teleport, and then did the other two just show up at the same
Yeah,
time?
they
Because
were just there.
but you can't. Baby Dwarf fucked it up. He fucked up the choreography. He knows what he did.
You had one
How
job.
many there are? Oh,
You see, you missed his entrance.
Are you saying KHUX is fake news?
Okay, gang.
Totally doesn't count as the time the world was covered in darkness.
That was the one time.
Alright, have fun fighting way too much shit.
But why?
What?
What?
Oh, I got it correct now.
Laser tag.
In my free time, not that I have much of that recently, I've been trying to get the ultimate weapon so that when I do go to do critical mode, I can do a proper new game plus and everything. Cause I never 100%ed my original run. And it's mostly been me.
Rude.
It's raining heartless, hallelujah. Thank you. Thank you.
It's really satisfying to just wreck the particle effect Heartless. Oh, come on. Donald, wake up!
Is Don? Oh no, Donald is.
They're all dead. What? Oh, I fell on the edge. That's not good. Why is the edge so small?
Yeah, because if they rendered more than that, like it's already lagging, Ventus. Don't make them have to render even more actual Heartless. It's a little sad that the Battle of 1,000 Heartless looked better on PS2. I'm sorry, Square, but it's a fact.
Okay, this is really satisfying.
That's amazing. That's just, let's just tear through these Heartless with fucking teacups. Okay. And speaking of teacups, the first thing I did in my quest for Ultima Weapon was the, and they're actually called the Fantastic Seven, which I don't even know how to handle, first of all. Second of all,
oh, come on.
My encounter with those mini games was something. My favorite one was you have 1 HP.
Wasn't a lot I could do.
The one where you just take pictures of happy plans and you just help them like improve their selfie game and they're all adorable. Also, my experience with the Fantastic Seven raised several technical questions. How did I like the Vor one? That was actually the one I was the worst at. Wait, which Vor one? There were multiple ones that technically involved Vor. The one where you bounce and if you fuck up, they eat you. If you land on one that you already bounced on, it eats you. That actually took me a really long time, although that might be because I did all of these at like 4 o'clock in the morning, because that's the only time I have free time. Banana Plan, I just sucked it up and used an ether and spammed lightning a lot. It was surprisingly difficult to not get eaten, and that's why I have questions, okay? I need to know more about Sora's relationship with these Flan and Mushroom Heartless, alright? What is going through Sora's head when he walks up to this fruit in the ground, and then it pops up, and it's clearly a Heartless? Like, there's no way anyone in the situation is mistaking this for something that's not a Heartless. Alright, if he's able to identify an Unversed as a distinct creature, his taxonomy game is good enough to understand what the fuck is going on. Alright? And then, somehow, based off of its weird flailing and undulating, he understands that it wants him to play a game, but like not fucking Saw voice. You want to play a game, like, oh, it's fine, I'll give you some shit if you get good, and then understands, like, these weird instructions, like, hey, I'm gonna try and eat you, but don't worry about it, if I eat you, you won't die, it just means you lost the game while you blow up all of my friends as quickly as possible. What the actual fuck? And then he just gets eaten because there's no way he gets it the first time, or if he gets Ultima Weapon, he's not gonna get the first time because the scores you have to get are very annoying. That, like, he's running around from this giant Flan that just fucking consumes him. And he's just like, and then it's chill afterwards and it spits him out and it just shakes its head disapprovingly, and then he's like, well, time to try that again? What the fuck, Sora?
I think technically I can finish this, but it's really satisfying.
Oh, yeah, you're actually done, but I don't blame you for wanting to destroy things with the train for longer. Also,
Look
hello,
at him
Ella
fly.
and Zebrafish Cat.
Okay, we'll stop being silly.
I have, are you attempting to apply logic to Sora? And are you implying Sora isn't a heartless boar? And, it's not Wednesday without more mentions. Thanks, Adonis.
Well, I got Glide.
Also, I'd like to point out that there's the 13 Mushroom Heartless and the 7 Flan. I have some concerns about that arrangement. Also, I really want to know, like, I already explained why I'm concerned about fucking Sora, and, like, I'm just gonna bounce on these things around San Francisco. Oh, yeah, this
I'm
Heartless...
sorry, you're concerned about effing Sora?
You know, he's been to a lot of places. I doubt he's clean. I'm just gonna put it out there. Alright? All this vor nonsense. Is not sanitary. I don't know what the fuck the plans are. In all caps. But, or like, Sora walking into fucking Corona, and like this Flan walks up and it's like, hey, can you help me take a picture? And he's like, oh, this Heartless wants me to help it take a picture. Like, does that, like, how, and then also like, okay, so that's Sora. Sora just goes, I guess this Heartless is fine, despite murdering Demyx on principle of being a nobody. I'd just like to point out that, like, logic aside, there is just some inconsistency going on, okay? How does Ansem feel about this as the resident other sentient Heartless? Like, how are you taking some pictures of some dead Keyblades?
What's that one?
That one looks like it's related to like, it looks like a scaled down version of the pirate one.
Yeah.
There might be some scrapped model, like, designs for level, because every time Sora gets a Keyblade, it's always the final form of it.
Mm-hmm.
So they might have done level down versions of, that's not a Keyblade, okay? Move over. That's a sword, that's a fucking broadsword. Okay, sorry. We have gone 0 days without mentioning the forbidden word. Vor counter set to 0.
I'm sorry, I'm having a lot of fun.
No,
a
you're
lot of
good.
Keyblades.
Well, this is the land of inappropriate selfies, alright? We have to be sure we take as many inappropriate selfies with various Norts as possible.
Boyfriend spotted.
Boyfriend spotted.
Me spotted, they finally fixed my back. I'm very pleased that they fixed my back. What does the... Bye, Goofy. That's a starlight.
Yep.
There's a starlight there.
Can you see the end of the broadsword one? Like, is it just a fucking... No, that's just a broadsword! It's not a Keyblade! Who the fuck showed up to the final battle with just a fucking broadsword?
A lot of them. There's a lot of... What if it's like a lower level of, noting?
That makes an upsetting amount of sense, and I don't like it. Stop that.
Is that the one? I think
no, that's a different one.
That's a different one?
That's another one that looks... that doesn't look like a Keyblade. It looks like an actual sword, but I could understand how it could pretend to be a Keyblade.
That one's a,
That's, yeah.
Which one? What are you?
It's not that one. It's none of these. It's none of these. It's the one with the wingy handles.
Oh, the wingy handles.
Because it's not circular like a lot of the Keyblades on the barrel part. It's just sword shaped there, and I'm like, that's just a fucking broadsword.
Yeah, no, like, look at this one.
Yeah, no, that's just a broadsword.
Who's out here bringing a knife to a Keyblade fight? This is Vanitas' original Keyblade.
Is everybody okay?
Thanks, Zebra Fish Cat. I mean, sort of Keyblade, they all still dead, lol. Thank.
Come on, let's go.
Like, does Ansem know
Senpai!
that, like, his minions are just going around? Like, also, does that mean this is unprecedented, okay? This means that there's documentation of Heartless that have sentience besides Darklings and Sora and Ansem. Scientifically, the Flans are extremely concerning.
Not Senpai.
What gives,
Ventus, I see my boyfriend
I
through
know
the
that
dust.
you're
You're
not
not wrong.
Now let our friend go.
Nope. My body now. It's a neat trick.
I wish I could do that.
Right?
Like, that'd be really
Here's their
convenient.
13th.
Today is the day you all lose.
To lose is to find.
I've finally been reading
Before you even face the 13,
translations of the
every
Ultimania
last
guide
one of you will be
because it's been
torn
out long
heart
enough that I
from
will trust the
body.
translations.
But fear not.
They did address one
The
of the elephants in
Keyblade
the
will
room
still
being
be
this
forged.
motherfucker.
We're
Explaining
not gonna lose to
logically once Xemnas and Ansem were killed, Terra and Xehanort should have come back. What's happened here is Terra's body did come back and was reformed, but Terra didn't get to come along for the ride because he was still screwed
Don't
over.
kill your boyfriend.
Yeah. I like slow motion concerned Aqua.
That's it!
What to say?
Pretty much. We got all the dank meme songs tonight.
That's a neat trick too. Oh, I'm sorry, did he go through one of the rocks? Because it looked like he went through
He might
a
have
rock.
gone through a rock. Also, I have some questions about the power disparity of Terranort here, though. Like, I get everyone was caught off guard, like everyone.
But then
And then
Donald
Donald,
needs
let's
to
all-
use
actually, I'm
Shadow
sorry.
Flare.
Donald is the most powerful red mage in the history of Square Enix, and we need to talk about that right now. Donald is actually god tier. Donald has a casting level potentially higher than Sephiroth's. That's where we're at. And then Donald fucking died.
Arguably, it's not the first time he's
Oh
cast that.
shit, Eleanor. Lee's backbone is pretty strong to have carried everyone else's emotional burdens.
Then
Ah yes, PTSD Evangelion, Sora. That point where they start using the cinematography from your favorite cerebral and psychological horror anime is when you know shit's fucked. And now it's time
I don't wanna.
for Demon Tide.
It's time for Riku to get incinerated first.
You wouldn't believe your eyes. 10 million key kids died.
Or
Pull it
would you?
together, Sora. We haven't lost them. They still have their hearts. But we have to protect them.
This whole conversation is very different in Japanese.
It is, although the English translation might
stand
be a bit
together.
telling. Part of the Sleeping World theory points out that it seems like Riku might actually know more about what's going on than a lot of the other people.
Mickey, Kylie,
And
Goofy.
what he just
Watch the
specifically
others.
said would be particularly indicative
No,
of
we should all get to safety while
him
we still
knowing about the
can.
time loop. Or a potential time loop. Or them being in the
It's
realm of
too
sleep.
late for that.
He is a Dream Eater.
Because it's like him specifically bringing up they have their hearts. That's basically what puts the idea in Sora's head to do the dumb.
It's a lot of Heartless.
It can't be. No.
Come on, Aqua, you've done this before. Just stands there and takes it. Bye, Ben.
And there it is. Sora definitively being better at screaming than Cloud.
They're gone. Kyrie, Donald, Goofy, the king.
Oh,
Gone forever.
he is crying.
Oh yeah, no, he's literally
What do we
he's
do?
just broken down into tears. He's not a happy boy.
Without them, all my strength came from them. They gave me all of it. Alone, I'm worthless. We've lost.
No, we haven't.
It's over.
Never give up. Never surrender.
I mean, this is what happens when you tell a person, like, it's the antithesis to your friends or your power. Ergo, without your friends, you have no power.
Yup.
Sora, you don't believe that.
And I do not like how that was translated.
I know you don't.
They made it way harsher. Because in Japanese, it's not, you don't believe that. It's, I believe in you. Believe in yourself. Don't believe in yourself. Believe in the Riku who believes in you.
Very different message.
It's a sad boy.
Bye, Riku.
Bye,
Bye, Sora.
Believe in the gay.
Down they go.
Ah.
Just
Ominous
bored.
time.
Checkmate.
No, it's not.
Ericus.
And so darkness prevails, and light expires. You need a new strategy.
My move, isn't it?
That's not how chess works.
Huh?
It's not over.
Is Sora's piece supposed to be the king or not? Because
Come
that's
on.
not...
That's not fair. I know I had you.
Yes,
Cheating.
you really did. But a game's no fun if you know where it's going. There's more to light than meets the eye. I told you.
Did you just summon a bunch of key bearers in one turn?
That's against the rules, isn't it?
Some light comes from the past.
You still need to send me
Time
the one pick.
What? Oh, I never sent it to you?
No.
Oh. Time for two gay boys play chess while one cheats. Thank you for this accurate summary of the
Only
scene.
one?
Does this part make any more sense in Japanese? If you're referring to the chess, to the extent of my knowledge, no. It's mostly lines related to Riku that get censored because they literally were censoring the gay out. It's a lot of going through hoops to not translate the phrase Taisetsu no Hito or most precious person in relation to Riku as such, because that makes it gay, even though one of the times it's being used is literally as an analog to Anna referring to Elsa that way in a familial sense. So like
Hello and welcome to 4Kids. Wait,
but
I like those clouds. Oh look, see, Cloud is in this.
Get out.
No, I'm driving the body. What kind of stone is that? I should know. Is it all
even
by...
stone?
Yeah.
You're in an otherworldly nexus. Is it even stone?
If you believe in your heart.
Okay, Liner.
Where am I? How long ago was that?
Mostly I'm just frustrated that they went out of their way to censor, like, hypothetical gay. Like, it wasn't even actually gay. That was the thing. Like, don't get me wrong, we all know we all ship all of the things here, but as far as textbook, like,
What
that
is this
noise. That noise. We have to talk to all of the stars.
All of them. You look so fuzzy.
The name's Chirithy, and this is the final world.
I'm Sora. What's the final world?
Means you died.
There's nothing else beyond this. You've wandered here more than once before on your visits to the Station of Awakening, but I let that slide. The edges of sleep and death touch, and one can't help the occasional crossover.
Also, Chirithy talking like he's the arbiter of life and death is a little concerning.
Yes. The natural end for those whose hearts and bodies perish together.
How many fics have been written on,
here.
but you can't help the occasional crossover.
My heart and body perished? Does that mean...
Something is holding you here.
How to?
Refusing to let you go. You're hanging by a thread.
What about my friends?
I'm afraid that no one else arrived with you.
This thread.
And if they're not here,
This is the one.
they're either gone forever, or they're clinging to the world you came from.
I'm going back!
Whoa, how exactly? You can't just wander out like your other visits.
What?
I told you. The other times you came here by your own choice. This time is very different.
Fascinated.
Holy shit, Hora actually died.
To become your old self
I'm
again
fascinated
and return
that
to
the
real
Keyblade
world,
is
you'll have to piece yourself
still normal.
back together in this world first.
Ink Fox, oh, boy is dead, came in at the perfect time.
Why am I in pieces?
That is fascinating.
What?
Like,
No, not literally.
he's
of
dead,
course.
but his Keyblade's not.
Well, that's
Conceptually in
because his
pieces.
heart is what's
On the
intact
inside, who
effectively.
knows? But on the outside, you're just fine.
Oh, okay. You kind of freaked me out there.
Sora, I'm only kind of freaked out now that I'm dead in the actual... I mean, I guess he's run around
Only a heart
various
can reach the final world.
underworlds,
But since
various
clearly
worlds,
managed
so
to
this is like a
retain
Tuesday at
some
this
kind
point.
of
He's like,
form,
oh, like with Hades,
can
right? Like it
only
probably
mean
hasn't
body
actually
was cast
correctly
into this
sunk
world
in.
as
This is King of Denial
Okay,
Boy.
so
I doubt
then if
he's
I can
actually
find my
registered
body,
that he is in fact
that
dead.
means I'll be able to go back?
Precisely. But there's a lot of you to find. You're going to be busy.
I'm really afraid of falling off the edge.
These must
Be
be
sure you
pieces of
talk
me.
to the stars first.
Oh, where are the stars? Wait, this. I keep telling everyone we were just friends, but he crept into my head, into my heart. It started to feel weird being together. I stepped back and he never stepped in to close the distance. I wonder how he saw it. Wonder how he feels. What's this emotion filling me? It's overpowering. It's him. I have to respond. I have to tell him how I really feel.
Well, that was gay.
Unless it was Strelitzia.
Well, that was hetero. Or still possibly gay, because it put, well, no, it said him.
Uh-oh. This
Sora
is the
is Danny Phantom!
This is the talkie one.
Oh.
Sora?
Yes?
It's me, Naminé.
Naminé?
I'm so glad that you managed to hold on to who you are.
Why are you here?
I was in Kyrie's heart, but then we were struck by a powerful darkness, and I woke up here.
And Kyrie?
I can feel her heart. She's fighting with all her strength to keep you from fading away.
So the reason I retained my form in this place...
It's because she's holding you together. Go to her.
I'm trying, but what about you? I can't just leave you stuck here.
It's okay. Really. Kyrie is where I came from. So once she's safe again, Kyrie is where I'll return.
Naminé, I know that I'm supposed to thank you. The datascape doesn't count. I need to say the words myself. But not like this. You and Roxas can't tell me you're okay with this. I know how much you're hurting. I felt that pain through Roxas.
He's the one they all miss. It's not me.
Oh, no,
Wrong.
honey.
What about me? Kyrie, Donald, Goofy, the King. Roxas too, he misses you. And someone else special I know won't let you down.
Sora, thank you.
Well, then I'm gonna go save Kyrie, so at least you'll be free of this place. Okay?
Wait.
Huh?
While sifting through memories, I spoke to Terra, the Keyblade wielder you've been looking for. He has a strong will, and it keeps him tethered to the realm of light. I'll try tracing that connection. Maybe that'll be enough to tip the scales in the other direction.
Huh?
Let's just say
Oh
I've
my
got
God.
your back.
That part of you? It reminds me of Kyrie. Thanks, Naminé. Oh! That's not the official thank you.
Oh, Sora, he's so, oh my gosh, what
Well,
cuties.
See ya.
I freaking nominate like, oh, let me just do this minor time space stuff, Sora. Those were words you sure said.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Nominate being, you need to get all the stars to
Or
get Stray though.
Whoever said love and hate are two sides of the same coin is a liar. The second our eyes would meet, we were at each other's throats every time. The idea of us as friends is laughable. I'm finally on my own here, and what a relief. Just not as big a relief as I thought. It's weird. Something's just missing. Oh, is that how this works? Did I keep going back for another fight just so we could spend the time together? Maybe it's not as simple as like or hate. The heart's a complex thing. Wonder if he feels this lonely too. Takes two to have a fight after all. Okay, Lexine. We were always together, practically joined at the hip. We'd wear the same clothes, eat the same food, go to the same places. We were an identical pair, like walking alongside a mirror. So why is it just me here now? There is this feeling, calling to me, pulling at me, and now I share it, feel it as my own. We are always together. Okay, where are some more? Do I read this one? I have nothing left to teach you. I had thought those words would make him happy, but it was sorrow that clouded his face. I had shared all I know, my every technique. What more did he seek from me? I never heard the answer. Time passed on, and here we are. But now, since we've parted, I think I understand. He wanted the same thing I did. This wasn't just about passing on knowledge. It was a communion, a connecting of hearts.
The fandom did in fact basically, well, it's because they went on a date at the end of the game, collecting shells. That they being Naminé and Shion. The chat has started talking about shipping Naminé and Shion because Naminé screen time.
Needs more of it. Did I matter? Was I ever there at all? I thought I'd found my place, surrounded by people I trusted. But look there, I'm gone, and yet they go on meeting up just the same. The table's set wrong. There are too many glasses. Oh, added a new member, have they? That didn't take long. That was my seat. That was my place at the table. Their glasses clink against the newcomers, one after the next. No, this is not my place. Maybe it never was. Somebody
Talking
sad.
about Evangelion.
We spent so many years together, a lifetime. It wasn't all sunshine and rainbows, of course. We had our share of troubles, sorrows too. But all of it is dear to me now, every minute we had. We got to experience so much. I have no regrets. At least that's what I thought. Special occasions may stand out, but there's nothing so precious as the quiet days between them. That's what a life is, really. Which one haven't I done? That one. I was defeated. That was supposed to be it. I just fade away. Yet a part of me remains. But why? I have no regrets. No reason to cling to this life. I turn these questions over in my head again and again. And again and again I remember. Our clash, the feeling of exhilaration, of pleasure. I can see his face clearly in my mind. He wore the same grin as mine. I would dearly love to cross blades with him again. Oh, good. If you're speaking to me, I suppose I must exist. I feel a consciousness, or memories, perhaps. Feelings. They pass through my mind one after the next, but none of it feels real. And that was fine. I'd resign myself to simply forget, to let it all slip away. But there was one piece I couldn't let go of, a fragment I couldn't forget. Maybe that sliver of memory is what's keeping me here the whole time. I wonder how many stars there are.
I believe there are 12.
After long years of service, my one regret is that I must pass on before my master. I suspect he will not notice my absence. I doubt he so much as knew my name. Yet how then can I explain the sight? The artworks that I was tasked with tending now bear a thin layer of dust. It seems he expressly commanded that none of the remaining staff take up my work. What can that mean, save that he saw me not as one among many, but as an individual? That he feels my absence, grieves for me. I am awash with gratitude at the thought of it. I must do all that I can to reciprocate. Okay, did I get that one? Not yet. I found myself here lighter than before, unburdened. All my pain and responsibility gone. But something in this new ease keeps catching at the corners of my mind. Is it all right for me to be here like this? There is a faint memory, a sound. Others may have found it grating, but it warmed my heart. That crying, I have to find it, embrace it. That sweet weight I carried. My dear beloved burden.
I have a question. So we're talking to these literally stars made seemingly these little specks of light. Is this trying to imply that Lux is dead people? Oh, hey, we found...
Hello?
Good day.
Oh, cool! You can talk!
You look like a person. How is it that you retain your appearance? Are you special?
I'm a little hazy on the details.
As are we all.
So, whose heart are you?
No one's anymore. They took away my name. Everything about me.
No way! They couldn't have taken away your heart.
Only because it pines for another.
Yeah? Someone's coming for you?
I cannot be certain. He's been changed beyond recognition. His heart replaced with another's. But were he to regain his old self again, he would be distressed by my absence. So I choose to wait here, where he can find me.
Oh. Good. You have to believe.
Believe? Oh, you mean know in my heart he will return, without any proof?
Exactly. Believe. I thought it was all over for me, but a friend of mine looked me in the eye and said, "You don't believe that." So, who did this to you? Heartless steal hearts. So, a nobody?
Somebody.
Really? Well, I wish I could help. But my situation's no better.
You must see to the tasks before you first.
The tasks before me? There's so many.
All the more reason for you to make an effort.
Yeah, you're right. I just wish I knew what to do.
Here you are on the brink, and yet you hold on to who you are. You possess a strong sense of purpose, and in that purpose you will find direction.
Thank you. I'm really glad we met. You cheer me up. I hope that friend of yours finds you soon.
Thank you. Me too.
Oh, hey. If I see him, I'll tell him that you're here. What's his name? Huh?
Our secret.
Rude.
So okay,
That was all of them, right?
yeah, once you get stray, that's all of them.
Okay.
I have, so first of all, we haven't seen that. I've read a transcript of it, but I've never actually seen the cutscene. I have a lot of concerns about that. I have some concerns that her saying a somebody was the one that killed her is specifically referring to one of the four. So, it was definitely Streletsia and talking about Marluxia, even though
What a weird place. Let's see.
well, he was convinced he was going to see Marluxia when they were recompleted, so I'm not too skeptical of that. And on that note, I need to read what was going on in the chat. Oh, we are not opening that can of worms right now, Elgin. Angrily at the Heartless equals dead people. Nobody's equals dead people. Keyblades equals dead people. Lux equals dead people. Sora, you're a dead person. You're a dead person. You're a dead person! Any other dead people I need to know about? Sora, looking in a mirror. You! The only thing that aren't dead people are Dream Eaters and Unversed, which is saying something. Also now, Sora equals dead people.
Just why? Can I just stand here?
Yeah, the only two options is basically Strelitzia or Skuld. Being that was delightful. Being you know, a voiced female that Nomura has confirmed is a character from KH2X.
Couldn't be Ava, could it? Only us, because she wasn't there the last
Because
time.
we know Ava's voice.
Oh, right. That's a good point.
That took, I was like, I know there's a reason it's not Ava, give me a minute, the gears are turning slowly.
I wanna know what voice actress that was.
Yeah. The reason people think it's Strelitzia is because she specifically mentions, you know, there's someone who's going to be distressed when they know that she's not there, which is, you know, exactly what happens with Lorium. So that makes that seem pretty cut and dry. Talking about pining for someone that was also, you know, fits Strelitzia's thing. But I'm surprised that Strelitzia's speaking pattern is so dry. Like her word choice and vocabulary in Cantor are actually very similar to Xehanort's. But like old man Xehanort. Because she talks like an old person, a very stuffy old person. That and very
Where are we going?
AIE, I guess, even, but
I'm cool with that.
That wouldn't be possible, based off of the rules set out. But that's sort of sort of the vibe. It was quite strange. And that would be a little bit more indicative of Skuld, but nothing.
What?
Oh, that's Sora with his ass on fire.
Oh, okay. So I was like, what is this weirdo dance? Come here.
The thing about Skuld is then you'd have to go, well, like, Skuld never showed any, you know, pining after someone, or, there's no one, unless Skuld was, unless the person was Ventus, that she said but, like, there's no reason Ventus would be particularly distraught over Skuld's absence, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's not the same.
No, that's more likely like ephemera.
Yeah, it's because Ven doesn't remember anything. Although I suppose she may
Hopper
not know
crystal.
that. What?
It's a hopper crystal.
Ah.
So this is salt.
Okay.
This is halite. I'm just walking on halite.
I mean,
I'm walking on
an ocean,
halite.
so that would make sense.
Whoa.
Now I want to lick it. Do not lick the afterlight salt.
There's an out of context. Hey, come here. Thank you.
That's true. It isn't, the way she spoke wasn't necessarily unlike Lorium, but being more shy, causing it to come out more,
She's also been dead for how many thousands of years?
That's a good point. Well, that's actually up for debate. She might not actually have been technically dead for that long. Because of bullshit reasons, but Oh no, she would actually be dead for that long. Never mind. I'm sorry. I'm doing. She died before the Matrix loop.
Mm.
Almost there.
But what if I just want shiny feet?
I'm trying to think, because yeah, I can't think of anyone, and there's no one that Sora would know who would know Skull besides, I mean, it could still be Laurium. I mean, it could be secret Skull Laurium shipping, I guess.
I wanna go over there. That looks absurd, let's do it.
Is this just
is
Sora
this just
Ninja
Naruto
running?
running?
It's just Sora Ninja running.
Well, we found Boruto Season 5.
No, because Boruto fucked up and doesn't run like a ninja! Guys, I was watching Boruto, and I actually really like it as a show. It's surprisingly, like, well put together. Because when I first started watching it, I was very skeptical. But then, like, episode 40 or something, I noticed something that was just incorrect. And that is, Boruto runs like this instead of like a ninja, and it's wrong.
This was episode 4.
That was episode? No, I was watching with Dennis yesterday. And it was...
I thought I was there. I thought it was episode 4. I could be wrong.
Did I just have this revelation? I think I just had this revelation multiple times.
It's entirely possible. What happens if I fall off the edge? Like, legit, though.
Do you want to find out?
No. I kind of do, but I also really don't.
Okay. Guys, I was watching Naruto. Shut up! Alright, listen. I mean, I'm not saying Skullorium is an invalid ship. I'm just saying, as of right now, they don't seem to talk a lot. Their relationship is currently comprised entirely of Laurium going, "Did you kill my sister?" I guess you have enough evidence for me to be less actively suspicious of you, but now I'm going to ignore you so I can tail Ephemera, who seems to know things.
That you left.
Oh, thanks.
What? I'm doing you a big favor
I
here,
wanna
you know.
pet it.
I know.
Don't push it.
You have one you can pet.
Hey, Chirthy, you still look like you, right? Would you like me to help you find your pieces?
Oh, I don't work like that.
So,
Boy, I ain't human.
You're waiting for someone to rescue you?
Sort of?
Well, tell me who. I'll find him.
Oh, his name is Ventus.
Huh?
No. That's okay. He doesn't remember the past.
And yet, in the ending
Besides,
credits.
I'm sure that he's much happier with his new friends.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll wait.
And that's how we know that that
He'll arrive
Chirthy
here one
is
day.
for Ven and not Marluxia.
I'll be back to visit
Or
you.
even Demix or
What?
Luxord, because they mentioned
and
the
me
new
are
friends.
friends
And
now.
that would have to be Ven. Because...
Really?
Because ain't nobody else
I've
got
missed
friends.
having
Well,
friends.
you could argue that Marluxia, you have the former Key Kid
Well,
squad. You have the
see you
artists
around.
formerly known as Key
And
Kids.
thanks.
But those aren't new friends. Those are old friends. Those are very, very
Very
old
old
friends.
Huh?
I just want to hear I'm sorry, just suddenly, in
could
all
I
caps,
get a hint
I just
how to
want to
save
hear
the
Chirthy
others?
say fuck.
Seriously?
Go
Are you a
find
Keyblade wielder,
the
or
cut,
aren't you? Haven't you already learned
R-rated
how to restore someone's heart after
Detective
it's been
Pikachu
lost?
dialogue.
Restore their hearts. Is that the same thing as the power
No!
of making?
No, it isn't!
I'm not sure, but
Chirthy, no.
give it a shot.
Chirthy, no.
No. This'll take all my heart.
You don't say.
Okay.
Every adorable creature should say fuck at some point.
He broke it.
He did.
Why you go breaking the floor again?
Light in the darkness.
Why you always gotta be breaking the floor? You know how expensive those floors are? I'd say buy Felicia, but Felicia's not on screen. Danger words!
Just yelling danger words.
Loading screen. Loading screen. Okay, here we go.
We didn't even get an Instagram.
Loading screen. Loading screen.
So big, a black screen of death. There we go.
Sora,
More crying.
I know you don't.
Riku, no. Riku, no. Sharp teeth.
He has chompers. Everyone in this in HD has chompers, and it makes me happy. But like Riku especially has chompers. All of them. All of the Rikus.
And then you died again.
You really need to stop doing that.
Riku! Riku! Answer me!
No Instagram for
No,
dead people.
it's shiny.
Actually, speaking of no Instagram for dead people, once you beat the game, you start getting Instagram posts from Ericus from Beyond the Grave. That's question mark, zoom in of Ericus's crotch and some chess pieces. That's what it is! It's like, hey Xehanort! Do not tweet your dick pics from Beyond the Grave. And the text is, the game isn't over till it's over, and I have a lot of concerns about that.
This is Herc's world. Is Riku here?
I want Hershey Kisses. I have some downstairs, but they're not up here.
Remember that time where I thought we'd be able to get through the liches from Beyond by the end of this episode?
Bold of you to assume I wouldn't derp around.
You're okay.
Sexting from Beyond the Grave. Oh, I don't think your derping had anything to do with it.
We need to find
Well, I
the
did
others.
spend like an extra 5 minutes fighting all the Heartless, and then an extra
5 minutes is like a half of a lich fight.
And then an extra 5 minutes looking at Keyblades.
That's like 1 of 7 liches.
And I got lost. A lot.
Get your Kupo coin.
That's what I'm doing.
Well,
I wanted to
Jiminy
do
is
that
master
before
of
I
masters. Pass it on. Petition to say to have people start ironically calling Dadariku JJ. Jiminy's journal. His name is JJ now.
sad that Jiminy isn't like Jomini. Because then Dadariku could have been a JoJo.
Oh, he could have.
Missed it by that much. Is that why Ansem was after him?
Well, you know what? It's fine because if his name is JJ, that means he's destined to open a diner in Pawnee. A very successful breakfast diner. It's a Parks and Rec reference. It's JJ's style. Is Jiminy Cricket just a fucking friendly reminder of that? Like, if you guys haven't seen the video of Jiminy canonically throwing some of the worst shade in the history of Disney, maybe you'll have puppies.
Maybe you won't. Fucking dodge roll.
I love them crickets. They're so cute.
A lot of them.
I just want to cuddle them. What was that sound?
Don't worry about it.
Why did it sound like Nikki was talking? Did I hallucinate?
No, that was Jiminy.
Oh, it's Jiminy. Okay. Different high-pitched Jiminy Cricket King shaving everyone on the House of Mouse. Yes, yes, that is the video of which I am referring.
Boy, I will train on whatever I darn well please.
We'll never stop them all. Leave them, Sora. We gotta keep
Bite me. I'll do what I want.
You need to save your boyfriend, son.
I need to train so I don't die.
Hurry, Sora. We can't let him
Don't
get away.
bite me. Oh, I like my pants.
Oh, I like your pants too.
Rude. Rude.
I remember the first one being the hardest, and then summoning tentacles to save Riku. I see how it is.
Where's he at? Don't dance.
Like, I had a hard time on the first one, and then I learned the pattern and got better at it, although some of them were still really fucking tedious. I like its little heartless scepter thingy. I have some concerns that it looks more like the Unver symbol than the heartless emblem. But...
You should be concerned.
Which might make my, like, shitposting about taxonomy, about heartless and Unverse technically being cousins.
Will I try to take a picture of it or something?
Oh, I can just look that up.
Alright, you have that now.
I have that now.
Boom!
It's not, okay, it's not that bad. It's still just kind of generic heart shape.
Mm-hmm. Hey, looks like it might even have the thorn insides. Bye, Riku.
There's no need to worry, Sora. He'll return to the place he fell, like you did.
How do you know that?
We gotta focus on rescuing the others.
How do you know that?
Return to the place you fell, where there's a giant swarm of Heartless waiting to kill you again. That's why spawn camping is bad.
That scoundrel must have
Where
fled
are
into
we
one of
going
those
now?
pools of shadow that are down below us.
I just tried to go to the highest one.
Well, I think they might be portals to other worlds.
Okay, maybe that's where we'll find the others.
If we hurry.
Does Jiminy even exist, or is it just Sora talking to himself?
That's a good question. That's a valid question. How did Jiminy follow Sora to death?
Is Jiminy Cricket also a, 3-meter?
Maybe. I mean, if it's a dream Jiminy, because we're already in the realm of sleep, it would make sense. I'm glad that Aqua is in Pirates. I don't think she would actually thrive here. She is way too awful good to be able to function under pirates. Like, she'd walk in to the Caribbean and see Sora in the pirate outfit and see some of the shit. She'd put her hands over Ben's eyes, like. She'd probably accidentally wind up working for the East India Trading Company, not realizing that they're actually the bad guys. It'd just be, actually she'd go through what Terra went through, because in this case the pirates were the good guys, relatively speaking.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go.
Jiminy is just a light version of Mom's Keyblade. I mean, Jiminy isn't people, he doesn't count. Jiminy's journal is effectively a lesser version of the Book of Prophecies.
I'm gonna die.
You got through the first one without dying. I remember I died several times on the first one. Huh. Or at least I thought I did.
I'm just gonna hold you around my almost time after. I would rather not rage for him.
That's entirely valid.
Sure, why not? Pirate ship on a pirate ship, let's go.
Hey, yo, dog! I heard you like pirate ships, so I got you this pirate ship to go on your pirate ship. I'm really glad you're bouncing it between the ass of the ship and the front of the ship.
It's wonderful. Boom! Alright.
That was
saved Aqua with pirate ship suction.
Oh my goodness.
Hold still.
Never. There's a save point. Thank you for a save point.
Oh, that was delightful. Other things that, as I've been reading, you know, full compilations of various translations of Ultimania stuff.
Let's try another portal. Aim for the ones wrapped in shadows.
Because when it was first coming out, it was people, you know, tweeting out sections of stuff, out of context and everything. And so as I'm reading the full interview in order, I had known about him saying something, some stuff about Ben. But there was a thing he said in regards to Ventus that I didn't know about shortly after the thing that people seemed to think was more important. Which I mean, you know, it was a valid thing to take note of, because the person is asking about the artist formerly known as Key Kids, and Nomura just offhandedly mentions, unprompted, that the reason Zemnis, which I thought it was interesting that Nomura went out of his way, like, not out of his way, but like he said this without being directly asked in any capacity. He points out that Zemnis was looking for Ben because he knew he was a Key Kid. Or at least that's why he was looking for the Chamber of Waking. The way it was phrased was weird. And so the interviewer naturally just goes, oh, does that mean Xehanort knew that Ben was a Key Kid? That would explain so much, kind of thing. And Nomura just left fucking turns out of that question. And his answer is, oh, yeah, I should show how they meet sometime. I'm like, that's an interesting answer to an easy yes or no question. I have some concerns. Like, where I still have that one open, right? Oh, no, I've scrolled down. We also have Nomura confirming Baby Nort 100% knew Sora was going to die because of this timey-wimey stuff. Not because he, you know, because he saw the ripple effect of Sora's necromancy. And that the full thing he was going to say was,
Frozen Sora.
Bitch, you gonna die. so slidey. See, these Heartless are too... What the fuck was that breakdancing antler-ass bullshit?
I have no idea, I just know I'm dying. Pirate ship, save me! Whee!
I love the pirate ship. I don't understand why people want to turn off slow motion. It's so good. It's not always tactically the best, but like...
But you get to do nonsense like this.
You get to do nonsense like this. Well, and if you lean into it, you can push it well. Or what did I said slow motion, attraction flow.
There's a flow in there somewhere.
Gotta go with the flow. Yuma
Boom!
voice.
Kato Bingu.
If you understand this reference, we have some things to talk about.
One more time, alright.
Let's try another portal. Aim for the ones wrapped in shadows.
What happens if you go back to one that's not wrapped in shadows?
I don't know if you can. I feel like it's giving you the illusion of choice, but there's not actually a way to go out to them in a out of order.
Rude. Stop setting me on fire. What did I just say? Come on. Oh.
Here we go.
Now I'm orange.
It's over.
Boom! No problems at all in Monsters World. It's the power furries.
Stop that!
It's
The
what I'm
power
going
furries.
with.
I mean,
It's my story and I'm sticking to it.
Ven killing it, Ven is mom. Just so you know. That's what the chat is.
Ven's not mom, Ven's the Book of Prophecies. Demix is mom.
Let's try another portal.
They're calling you mom because you're doing good.
Oh, I see. Wait. The dead counter. I died the one time, didn't I?
Oh.
Did I?
You haven't died yet.
No, I triggered the Koopa.
Sora died.
Does
You
that
have
count?
not died. No.
Okay. My Koopa coin went off, so I thought I died.
Although I feel like we might have missed some yeets with the Heartless, yeeting Kyrie around and such. I'm pretty sure Terranort yeeted. I think Terranort yeeting Axel through a rock counts as a yeet.
Well, then you need to give me a sticker.
Well.
Oh no, I didn't want this. Oh, you betrayed me. Oh well, I'm charged now. Don't like that bear.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay.
Alrighty, Rooney.
What?
Don't worry about it. Where on Earth?
I'm adding at least one yeet for Axel because that was definitely a yeet.
I unironically cannot find the lich.
He might be upstairs. You can go up.
But I don't want to.
Well, you gotta. Oh,
no,
maybe
I
you
can't.
I'm sorry. Is it back at Andy's house?
No. He's just over there.
Oh, wait, you were fighting him and he yeah, that happened to me. That happens a lot when you go to Tangled. It's annoying.
Just murder all his buddies, and he'll have to come fight me. So it works, right? Oh, I didn't know I could make that thing spin. That's very pleasing. Rude. Like, legit though, where did he go? He's over there.
Ah, there he is. There he is. Oh god, yeah, no, the one because they start taking place in bigger and bigger spaces, and it's just finding him is hard. It's.
Here we go.
Okay.
Weirdly enough, because they take place in this time vacuum, I kind of forgot about these fights, but I think they were some of the most challenging in the game. For me, at least, like, they were the time at which I finally felt like I was, you know, having to try. And the organization fights were not as hard as these. These made me scared of the organization fights.
And then we wrecked them.
Yeah.
Which means I'm gonna just... I forgot a Gatorade in my regret life. But yeah. I'm gonna wreck the organization, apparently. But not tonight.
No. Well, it looks like we might actually get through the liches.
There's only like one more.
And it's the Tangled one, which
the shadows control.
is the hardest one.
Fight. Oh, cause it's in the darkness. Oh, you can have that one. We don't want that one back.
We don't want that one back. Shots fucking fired. It's because it's in the fog. The fucking draw distance for this world is like 2 feet in front of your face. And the area that you can fight in is actually huge, and you don't have a minimap.
Oh man, I can't do...
Oh yeah, you haven't done San Francisco yet either. San Francisco is always the last one because we have to go get told not to do necromancy by a boy. We gotta go get told by the boy who's literally trying to rewrite the universe to stop playing God. Because that's how badly we fucked up!
Alright, where'd you go? I know you're around because you're casting magic at me.
Yeah, no, we should be able to knock this one out, knock out the next one, and then save after save at San Francisco, and then start the new time loop next week. It'll be perfect. the official statement on that is basically Sora doing necromancy causes a literal singularity. And the paradox just causes time to reset slightly. So, there's that.
To Google. Paradox. There he is.
There he is. What is chlorine?
I don't know. It's a good question.
I'm not hallucinating that, right?
I don't know. I can't smell anything.
Oh, that's fair.
Here we go.
We should just skip this one. It'll be fine. No one will. I will legitimately feel bad for Minnie, but like.
Well, then Minnie can just join Donald and Daisy.
That's fair. It'll be like one of the multiple Mickey Mouse shorts where they basically make that joke. So. And then she can be the sovereign ruler, as she's probably the more competent one. She's been the one actually ruling the country, while Mickey keeps gallivanting off, so I think it's fair. Oh, and you haven't gotten hit by the bullshit,
He keeps firing it at me and it keeps not missing.
You've just never gotten hit.
Yeah. I don't know how it keeps missing me, but I've missed it every time.
I was delighted.
I see it go by me multiple times.
Yeah, I was delighted by the mechanics of that. That was just...
Yeah, where is he? What are you doing up there?
And yes, we are aware we are sitting at 99. We're expecting that after the con we'll get that 100, and I will have to wear the insulated darkness suit in the 80-degree office of stream studioing with under the very, very hot softbox. It'll be fine though.
Boom.
Hey!
Take it back.
Hey, stop!
You know,
Stop! You forgot this heart.
Con is weekend after next. So it's pretty much you know, in a week and a day basically. We'll be getting down Thursday night, and the panel will be the following Friday. Assuming there are no last minute changes, which happens sometimes. Con's gotta do what they gotta do.
Oh hey, Axel's chakrams are on the circle. Like right around the ring. There's...
Yeah. People, the person's symbol has been...
By the time I'm close enough to them, usually I can't read them.
Oh, so his fingers faster. Yeah! Yeah, me too. Sewing intensifies as date of con is. I got 2 wigs, some shoes, some hand sewy bits to do, and then I got an Ericus to work on. I got like half of the Hakama pins, but they're Hakama. So that's a thing. And I haven't... The jacket shouldn't be too hard because I already have the Zaya one and I just have to copy it and add sleeves and make it a little shorter. Oh, we will miss you a lot, Zebrafish Cat. If you get a chance to stop by, let us know. If not, we wish you well.
Storm flag. Become color guard.
Become color guard. You're not wrong.
Take this.
I don't even know what I'm shooting at anymore. Stop being fired. It's my job.
But it's Axel's heart, so of course it's fire.
It's been fire the whole time. It's been Axel the whole time.
I guess... No, there's no way to... I like that it legitimately makes that shade pink menacing.
So it does. I don't like this undulating. Needs to not do that.
Alright, are you ready for my boy? To come lay down some truth facts?
I like that cat.
I like that cat too.
Well, Sora, I'd say we've been to every world that we can visit.
But we're one short. Where's Kyrie's heart?
Inside you.
Gee, I wish I knew.
Same place it's always been.
I'm actually assuming that she was the price he paid.
Mm-hmm.
Besides dying. And or was already dead.
It says Corona.
Gallivanting through the sleeping worlds.
Huh.
And yet you learned nothing.
What?
Dream by dream. You nearly buried yourself in the dark of sleep.
You done hacked up.
And now you're at it again.
I guess, based off of what Nomura said, the reason Baby Nord is here
fighting, it's not like other Heartless.
is basically because Sora froze time and he's the only one who can move around in it.
If you chase it, you will condemn your heart to that same abyss.
You're wrong. My heart is
That's not how it works, Sora.
What do you think the power of waking is?
I don't know,
it's
no
for
one will tell
traversing
me.
hearts to reach worlds. Not for traversing worlds to reach hearts. There's a high price to pay for wielding such power foolishly.
How do you
So
traverse
what?
hearts?
You're worried about me now?
No. There's no
He's
saving
using them as
you.
waypoints, basically. Like he's teleporting to them.
There's no saving
You've paid
you.
the price, and it lies at the bottom of the abyss.
Wait!
Okay, but is it Tales of the Abyss or...
Oh my god.
Oh, Sora.
Oh.
Okay, I would like to know about this. Because you say that Xehanort is the only one who can travel through time.
I did just say that.
Of course.
No. I'm agreeing with you.
Oh, okay.
Off we go.
You are correct. And then Chippendale, maybe that's the moment that it unfroze?
But he's still in that world.
And then everyone else just showed back. There's a
And
lot
then
of questions.
the singularity goes off.
There's
like,
a lot of questions on
is that
how...
secretly the journal talking? Because the journal knows Chippendale?
Maybe. That could be a lot of Dataku. Especially since the last thing happens in San Francisco. This is also sketchy.
Do Kyrie always have the frilly...
I found you!
The frilly? You're pointing at your chest.
Yeah, there's pink over the white.
Oh.
Like, there's a pink frill right here. I'm like,
Oh.
was that always there?
I had
I thought it was just white. Even in 3.
The light in the darkness. It was you.
I don't know, you both look like you're in Riku's
You're the one who kept me from fading away.
All I did was believe that you wouldn't.
Yeah. Curry's having some serious Renoa vibes right now,
I
and
feel
that's not
strong
a
with
good
you,
thing.
Kyrie.
That's never a good thing.
The others are ahead. Come on.
And now we're flashing to all of the very sad relationship stuff.
I told you, Sora. You're safe with me.
Oh. Yeah.
You okay?
One more time.
Oh, we didn't get a save point in...
Nope.
Did we get a save point?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Nope.
Shit!
Kyrie.
Here we
Fuck!
go.
We fucked up!
Here we go. One more time.
It did work.
Did it?
One more time. Sorry.
Now point us back at those guys.
Also,
No.
Goofy just dropping memes.
Right.
What is this running? Axel, like,
He has longest legs. He go fast.
just the way he was running. And now we get the Keyblade Graveyard.
Yep.
Why you gotta Infinity War this?
Let's go after them.
We've got to go too.
Nope. Can I save with this?
Oh, there's a save point in the middle of the...
There is. Should I go there? Cause
No, there's a save point in that...
oh, in there.
In the...
You sure it won't trigger?
Yeah, it triggers when you get to the other end of it. The save point is in the middle of this ravine. I've ran up and down here a lot trying to get selfies for the thumbnail. I know what up. It should be on the other side. Yep.
There it is. Okay, cool.
Alright, guys. Alright. Well, everyone is endgame now. Alright, everybody. We'll see you all next week. We'll see how far we can get through. We might be beating the game next week just in time for Animazement.
Let's see.
We might not. It might be just a little bit too much since we do have to fight every member of the organization. But yeah, look forward to inappropriate selfie time with said members of the organization. It'll be great. Forward to more yeets and a bunch of very sad death sequences, and an old man with a giant goat on top of his head. And on that note, save your tears, 'cause we'll be back.